Hello, this is Shanker, and in my series, with a lot of things happening in the political circles, I'm trying to discuss the horoscopes of politicians in my way, which is a Bhrigunadi system, where I'm discussing Shivraj Chauhan. I'm not trying to predict how he became Shivraj Chauhan because each planet has its energy. You are born with certain amount of prarabdh, certain amount of good karmas which are going to fructify for each planet, or the negative karmas which are going to fructify. So somebody has about 10% of his good karmas to fructify. Somebody has 90%. I mean, Jupiter, if it has the capacity of giving you 90% of fructification of what you have, and Saturn is going to grab out of 90, say 80% of you know what Jupiter presents on the table, your horoscope, I mean, you're going to be a big man. But in the same horoscope, if the energy is not the same, and you have the same planets, the same places, but the energy fructification of the energy is not much, then of course the horoscope reduces. So we are going to discuss the horoscope of Shivraj Chauhan, Honorable Shivraj Chauhan, who is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, head of Madhya Pradesh, and has been playing a very important role in the state of Madhya Pradesh. At least in that state, he is a very big leader. And with elections coming in and things happening, I wanted to analyze his horoscope. Prima facie, his horoscope um, is of course strong because in his horoscope he has Moon in Capricorn, and Moon in Capricorn is very strong. It gives a lot of structure, order, discipline, thinking, a deep thinker. It makes you a very deep thinker. It also gives you the basics of astrology, which is very important. He's a very strong Rahu. Rahu is irrespective of which this thing is. The sign is 6, the sign is Virgo, it's exalted Rahu. So his bold decisions will never misfire. He has Mars and Jupiter in front of each other. Mars is energy, Mars is the commander in chief, Mars is the fighter, and Jupiter is the strategist. So when you have a good fighter and you have a good strategist advising the good fighter, you're going to win. Here in his case, from the Chandra Lagna, I'm seeing the horoscope from the Chandra Lagna because I assume that the date is right. I mean, the date, the date, the month, and the year which I have taken is right, which is 5th March 1959, and he was born in Sihor, Madhya Pradesh. So that's how I am calculating. I'm looking at things. So in that scheme of things, from Moon, Mars is a fifth house. Fifth house is all about strategy. So as a strategist, he is being helped. He's an aggressive strategist, and is helped by Jupiter, which is which is supposed to be the advisor, which is supposed to be the person who tells the right things. Is a planet of wisdom. So when a general gets wisdom and he fights with wisdom, he is bound to do well in life. So the planets opposites are like king and the advisor to the king. Venus, Mercury, Ketu are good, but Mercury and Ketu, of course, will create problems which will have other issues, which will be like the nervous system. You should be careful about his nervous system, perhaps. That is very important. Wealth will be big, Venus and Mercury, but Ketu is there. So Ketu is a planet which is a secretive planet which divides your wealth. So so that's how his wealth would be. Venus is exalted. Exalted Venus gives you most of the good things in life. That should not be an issue. So net the horoscope, anybody would see it. It's a good horoscope. Sun is in Aquarius. So obviously, I mean, issues with father. Father wouldn't have been as well placed as he is. He would have struggled, and he would have learned a lot from his father in terms of whatever gains he has made today. And you learn both things. You learn you see wrong things happening to learn the right things, and sometimes you see the right things to do the wrong things. So he has learned from his father. father was not, I don't know about his father, but astrologically it was, he was not very well off. So it's, net it shows, you know, good family, good wealth, good finance, good luck, luxuries of life. So that's generally his horoscope where it is there. Now coming to the current situation, in my view, it's it's Saturn in Aquarius, Jupiter is in Aries. So my view is that in his horoscope, he will be able to, there will be a change in the power structure because Saturn is going to get afflicted, is going to afflict Surya, Sun, and Saturn is also going to look at, in all horoscope, it is looking at Aries from his third position. Very important for politicians. So what is going to happen in his case is that, and Saturn is second from Saturn transiting second from Moon over Sun, right? And Jupiter is in Aries, which is fourth from his Moon and has no planet opposite to it, right? So that's the situation. Looking at other planets, like Jupiter has Mars in front of it, and Venus, Mercury, and Ketu behind it. So planets behind it will come to transiting Jupiter, and they will touch the transiting Jupiter, which is there. So Jupiter and Venus, Mercury, Ketu, when they touch the transiting Jupiter, there will be cut, there will be a division, there will be discussions, aggression, where there would be, you know, my word would be cutting of things, division of things, division of power. He himself has to, you know, work in such a way that he has to, he cannot, contrary to what he is, he has to have a attitude which has to be divisive in nature. I mean, he has to tell somebody something, tell second person. I mean, he has to distribute his own personality to maintain things. So that would be the nature of things. But he has Mars in ahead of it, and that very complicated events which I see will happen, and the complications of events would be key word which I would explain is division, विभाजन होगा, लोगों की people will do secretive things. There will be money, I mean, show of power. I mean, Venus is a planet which is known to be juggling with three balls. So there would be people around him coming towards him having three balls or showing him something, but you know, wanting something else. They will show that okay, they're good, they're nice, they're great, they look beautiful. It's like Mohini, you know, the Vishnu took the avatar of Mohini to take care of, to ensure that the Devatas get the Amrit, the nectar which is there. So that kind of situation will also be there. So there will be a division, there will be changes, there will be also people, a Mohini avatar kind of people, a situation like Mohini where, you know, things would look good but they will not be good. So it's going to happen before April 23 for sure. Also, what will happen is that because Mars is there, to some extent, it will be able to control situation. He will be putting a strong front, but the position of Surya, and I'm taking also into consideration, you see those numbers which are there and various other aspects you have seen, is that you know, the 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 change which will happen will be disruption and change in power. So I believe that his power structure, which is there, which is going to be there, there will be a change, and he will be able to maintain his house. So maybe he will able to maintain his seat of power himself. I mean, he'll be able to retain his own house, his own power. But I have my own apprehensions in him coming back to, to, to power in a very great majority. It's my view. And end of the day, as far as he's concerned, it will be a very close touch for him to become the chief minister, because I clearly see that the equation of power would change. He will have to be in a position, he will be in position, but in a position where, uh, uh, in a position where he may not be the CM, he may come to the center, whatever, but there will be a change in his power, prestige, and position. It will go for a change, and that through also by a lot of by a lot of factors, which would be like, as I told, division, people, secretive activities, things which are shown differently but do not happen. This could happen, this will happen, but with his, and this will happen, around him, but he will be able to have taken aggressive stand. But net would be that at least he will have to be a change. There will be a change in the in the power, in his prestige, in his position, not for good, but for bad, but for the worse. I mean, there will be a change in his power equation, which he enjoys. It is so that is what I would say, and there will be a struggle till about 2025 for him. After that, again, he would bounce back after March, around end of 2024, early 2025, or March, or between January 25 to March 2025, he will be again coming back, bouncing back, and trying to control things and setting up things right. But at the moment, there the power scheme of power will not be there. I really do not. I'm not here predicting whether he will win the elections or not. Whether Madhya Pradesh will go to Congress or BJP, that is not the the prediction I'm giving. But for Honorable Chief Minister Shri Shivraj Chauhan, there will be a change in the power structure and the power dynamics which he enjoys, and that will not be for his good. With this, I end the video. This is based on my limited knowledge of astrology, which I do as per the Nadi system and various other systems which I've done in my experience. And also, I have the disadvantage of not having his exact time of birth. But these are how the events would, I think, they will pan out. And this is my personal opinion, and with my very limited knowledge of astrology and with other handicaps. Thanks and bye for now. With this, I end the video. Thank you.